welcome in. This is your new moon in Gemini collective reading. So, recording this on June 11th, 2026. I hope you're all doing well. Energies have been quite intense the last few weeks with multiple geostorms. Um, some in my area were fortunate enough to see some auroras. A little more down south though, but we had a little bit of cloud coverage. So, all right, it just right out of the gate. Okay, I'll take those. Dave, give me a moment, man. Give me a chance. Well, this one says Gaia Gateway Activation. Oh, there's three there. Gaia Gateway Activation, Learning Experiences, Wisdom Transmission, Earth Intelligence. I'm hearing with this, it's like gathering all the information that we've learned through our experiences. There's something about our experiences and what we're being shown individually, maybe even collectively right now, but I'm really focused on that word experience. Something about your learned experiences. Of course, we don't learn anything unless we experience something quite profoundly that helps us to maybe analyze, analytically connect with it, emotionally connect with it. So there's something here about our experiences and the lessons that we've learned there, the wisdom we've gained there. Wisdom transmission, yeah, earth intelligence. It's like we're also, and again, still pulling something down, but it has to do with our earthly experience. And we've got Merkaba activation, transcendence, ascension, you are rising up. So how are we rising above the old program, the old stories, right? Work with your Merkaba. If you're not familiar with what that is, it is our light vehicle that we travel in. Some say it's around us, some say it's below our feet. Whatever is true for you is true for you, so work with that. You could wear a Merkaba pendant. I have an Orgone chakra pendant that you might see me wear from time to time, so work with that. Trust that we are certainly as a collective transcending a lot of the old, I've got to write this down, like transcending the old stories. What did we tell ourselves? Think about my ceiling fan's gonna knock all my cards over today. Hang on, can't do three things at once. Hold on, please. So what I also got through as I'm writing that down is transcending the old stories. The past is finished. It's done. I gotta say, even our future is finished. It's already written. It's already playing out on another dimension, another frequency. I'm just noticing I got more hair over here than over here. It's just like it's a big hair day nonetheless. So huge temperatures, high temperatures, huge humidity, huge hair. So Emerald tablet activation. Every time I get this out, I'm always guided, go back and reread the last two chapters of the Emerald tablets. If you've not read them through in the entirety, read them through. Take your time. Take this summer to do that. But if you have, it says at the end of the book, go back from time to time and read the last two chapters 100 times and 100 times again and over and over and over again. It's just stuttering here. It solidifies that knowledge, cosmic ordering, divine alchemy, conscious manifestation. Huge heart chakra right there with the emerald energy. And it's funny because a few weeks ago I got, for the month of June, maybe even into July, it would be beneficial for myself to work with the emerald crystal. And I have been, except for the last maybe 2 days, I've been wearing it, but I don't have it on today. But so if you feel called to work with, all right, stop it. If you feel called to work with emerald, go ahead and do so. It would definitely uplift the energies or help you navigate any of these energies that you're moving through. These light codes that we're receiving in from the sun and the great central sun this summer are, I feel, are having maybe since 2012, 2008, 2012, around that time frame. I feel like they're going to have, if not equally the same type of impact, maybe a little more. So there's a consciousness that is, it's like I can feel the rumble underneath the earth. It's waking up. There's a consciousness in humanity. Whether those who are experiencing it are recognizing that that's what's happening. Some are not, and that's okay. But it's happening nonetheless. There's definitely this awakening through this 2026 summer portal, winter portal, wherever you live. So you're still receiving the same codes. Doesn't matter which hemisphere you live in. All right, let's get a little bit more for the new moon. So yeah, new moon is about, in Gemini, it's about communication. And what I was getting through for this new moon is like, how are we talking to ourselves and then to others? Giving you an example, you know that full moon in Sagittarius, the blue moon in May could have triggered something, an old wound, an old something, whatever, and you're telling yourself this story that's been playing on repeat for generations, most likely. There's something about this time frame that we're in where that old story kind of loses its merit, it loses its weight, right? And it's like, wait a minute, is that really the story? Is that the truth? It's kind of like not getting the whole story, not getting the other, if it's between you and another, not getting the other person's perspective, just assuming. We know what we can say about the word assume, right? We could be assuming that we know the truth of that situation because of how it feels in our body, but the truth of the matter really is we don't have their side of the story. So get the other side of the story. So you can start telling yourself, okay, either the story I was telling myself was accurate, or it was way off base, or just parts of it were accurate. And so a new story gets to be told now as we move forward. Something that's more, I'm hearing lucrative. So yeah, beneficial. It will pay off in dividends in many different ways. Is how I'm hearing it. So mentally, emotionally, spiritually, it can clear up. Here's a thing. Just seeing the full picture of something can break down and clear up ancestral trauma. It can clear up a core wound in seconds. Just that clarity of, oh, wait a minute, I've been telling myself this story when in fact only either parts of it were true or none of it was true, and this is actually what it was. So why was I feeling it was true? It gives us an opportunity to see why we were feeling or telling ourselves the story that we've been telling ourselves all the time. Maybe it was a story that somebody else told us, and we're like, yo, it must be true. Well, get ready to hear the truth and to know the truth and to feel the truth differently in your body. This new moon is it the first super moon? I'm not sure if it's the first one, but it is a super moon beginning. You know, we're going to have a few coming up here. What we got here? Cleansing waters. Yeah, let those emotions flow. Feel them. The purification is incredible. Also coming through, I've got taking salt baths, clearing your energetic field. Especially if you've had anger in your field, resentment, bitterness, grief. Make sure you're clearing your field. You know, if you can't soak in the tub for whatever reason, fill a little spray bottle with purified water, some Epsom salts, or some fine grained sea salt or Himalayan sea salt, a little bit of vinegar. Be careful if you're going to add the baking soda to it. You can make an energetic salt bath in a little spray bottle, but just remember when you add the baking soda to the vinegar, you get a little volcano. So just be aware of that. But you don't have to add the baking soda. Add your favorite essential oils, lavender, sage. I always have a sage spray with me in my purse, in my work bag, in my business bag. It travels with me everywhere. Clear your field, clear your energy. Purification activates vibrant life force. I get it. I took a bath this morning because I woke up felt like I had a lot of other people's stuff in my field from whatever I was doing up in the astral realm, and then from the class I'm teaching here in my home. I was clearing my home well enough, but I wasn't clearing my field well enough. So be sure also to drink plenty of purified water, charged water. You can put your crystals in it. You can get source seeds from voice-based technologies. They ionize your water. Whatever you do, just bless your water. Introduce yourself to it. Hello, I'm Mary Jo. I bless you to my body. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you, I love you, I love you. That's going in the quick version, but take your time with that. Breathe through it. Source your water. Source whatever you're putting in your body, not just the water. And because by doing that, we are eliminating, like I said, whatever is like sticking in our field, our thoughts, our emotions, and it helps us to travel lightly. Simplify your life. This is also a good time to go through, and I've been talking about that a couple weeks ago. Maybe that was around that full moon in Sagittarius, about the decluttering, clearing out the cupboards, getting rid of expired foods or foods that you're not going to eat anymore, gifting them to somebody who could maybe use them, cleaning out your closets, but detoxifying the body, detoxifying the mind, the heart space. We have been, that full moon in Sag. I mean, gosh, I'm still talking about it, so it's still coming up, right? The energy is still potent. It was very significant for what it was clearing out of the collective of humanity, so it was very potent, I'm hearing. But it's so we can really travel clearly, like it says, lightly, or come here, travel lightly. It's like we're not carrying any of that old programming, the old patterns with us. When we walk forward, and we can walk in the truth, there's nothing else that we need. Is just that, our truth, the truth of others, the truth of the situation. It's very freeing, isn't it? It is. I'm hearing it. It was a lot. I took it in a lot of air. Took in a lot of air. You ever notice a lot of us readers repeat ourselves? Those of us who channel, we repeat ourselves. See? Point in case. Case in point. A little backwards there, huh? All right, let's take a look at the Tarot here. Hello, Miss Luna. She slept in today. She woke up, she heard her food go into her bowl, and she was like, wait, what? Where is it? What day is it? She like overslept by an hour. She was guarding my bedroom last night. I haven't seen her do that. She sat in the doorway so that she knows that there's something going on energetically. She sat in the doorway looking out. It's like, and she was like this. She was hunched like that, just about the whole night. Slept sitting up, or however, if she slept at all. And then when she wasn't there, she was sitting up in the living room. She often is. She sleeps mostly during the day, and she's in high protective mode or high guard mode. I gotta say, through the night, she watches the door. She protects me from like any energy coming from like my refrigerator and my stove. She's a very interesting cat. Very cool cat. Very cool. Very galactic. So, why I needed to say that, I don't know. Maybe your animals are acting a little differently, or you're noticing a pattern when you go through something, or if someone's in your home, every time that person leaves, your animal responds or reacts in a different way or a specific way. So we have got the Knight of Cups coming in with a love offer, being gentle with ourselves as well. He's saying, yeah, again, Gemini new moon, how we talk to ourselves, the words that we use, the way that we communicate with ourselves and others, the stories we tell, softening the edges. Softening the edges, because this is a little rough edge, the Knight of Swords. It did kind of come out like this, so clearing the air, maybe clearing some anger, some hurt, but not doing it when you're in the energy, when you're fully in those feels that it could come out very spiteful. This is, like I said, softening the edges of how we're communicating. Because the old way would have been like this. It would have been cutting. It would have been, I don't care. I've got to just say what I'm feeling or say what I'm thinking, This is like, no, we're leading from the heart space now. Well done, humanity. I love that. More and more of us. What else do you want us to know here about the Gemini new moon spirit? It's bringing in truth. It's bringing in clarity. What are the stories we're telling ourselves? Are they true? Do they hold merit anymore? I don't know. That phrase just keeps coming through for me personally, and it's coming through here, is whatever doesn't hold merit. We have to take a very clear look at. Hearing the word gander, somebody up there speaks. It's like gander is like something my grandfather would say. It's an old timer's word to me. So taking a gander at what's hurt you, what's gotten you fired up, what words are you. I'm not saying this is about holding your tongue. So Spirit's coming in and saying, wait a minute, we gotta clarify here. This is not about holding your tongue. This is about recognizing that coming at someone like this with an old story, which most likely is going to be your old wounds, right? Or your old distorted perception of something. Yeah, wow, she says, wow. That could make the other person on the receiving end going, wow, where did that come from? Could even make you go, wow, where did that come from? And it's like really look and say, okay, let's step back, let's soften this, let's recognize how I'm feeling here. And do I want to vomit, sorry, the word that's coming through, vomit this anger and this hatred, this spitefulness onto somebody else that keeps that energy going, right? And in the interim, whether you see it or not, destroys. It starts to crumble. If I'm seeing like a sand castle, the water's coming and the sand erodes from the bottom, and then all of a sudden it goes all the way up, and then just everything sinks down. Interesting analogy, but it's what I'm seeing. It slowly erodes something that you thought was on a firm foundation. Well, it really wasn't. So this is definitely about, look, be in your heart space, soften yourself before you go ahead and spew your misperceptions, misconceptions, is that the right way to say that? All over somebody else. Be clear. Get the full picture. Get some clarity. Because remember, what you're thinking, what you're seeing, what you're feeling is only your side of the story. When we have the other version, we can form a new picture. We can go, oh gosh, well, what, I had what I was thinking and feeling. Yes, it was valid for me, whatever I was moving through, whatever needed to come up out of me, kind of thing. But it held no merit for the situation. It really wasn't what I thought it was, or maybe only parts of it was. So we've got 6 of Cups, 3 of Cups, and the Sun coming out. I love this middle row. I love the first row as well, but I like this middle row. This is, so during this time, so let's see, today's the 11th. The 13th is when Mercury begins his pre-shadow phase. He will go retrograde on the 29th, the same day that we have a Capricorn full moon. Love me my Capricorn full moon because I'm a Cap. So, but yeah, that the 29th is a big day. There's a lot going on cosmically on that day. So, so I'm really feeling that. So between now and the end of the month, you could have someone come back, and maybe this gives you the opportunity to clear some old, something from the past. 6 of Cups is past energy. It's also someone maybe coming back from the past, somebody from your childhood. But it's a beautiful energy with the 3 and the 6 of Cups. We get the 9 of Cups. You get to clear the air with this Ace of Swords. You get to it's like you get to really, I don't want to say fix. So the situation can stay this way, or it can be this way. Celebratory, joyful, fun. Like I said, when you clear the air and you have the truth, wow, it's so freeing. It's so liberating, to the system, and you can loosen up and open up to receive more good, good vibe and everything. And here's a good vibe. So this is, Lionsgate energy as well coming through. Lionsgate getting very loud for me, which it usually does every year this time, but I've been getting Lionsgate, something very significant energetically, collectively, for months and months and months now. I think since last year sometime it started to seep in around by the end of the year last year. I was starting to get some vibes about this year's Lionsgate for the collective. Very significant awakening energies, consciousness energies flowing through. I love the 3 suns in the depiction of this card, because I have been to a land that has 3 suns. I have been to the land that has 3 moons. So I love seeing that come through. I'm feeling some Lemurian, some Atlantean vibes moving through me right now. So very loving, very compassionate, celebratory. I just keep hearing the word celebratory. Clearing old wounds. There's an opportunity. Yeah, there's an opportunity to work together, to come together at least, even if it's temporarily, and okay, I will use it. Maybe fix something that um, it's been the way it's been for so long. You didn't realize it needed fixing, but now you realize with the truth that it just it doesn't it needs to be reworked. Something needs to be reworked, whether that's your thoughts, whether that's a connection with another, a connection with yourself. So, but collectively, we've got the two threes here, so it's things coming into balance. Things. Oh, I got two more cards here. Yeah, beautiful. I love this magician and justice coming out together. Um, Something coming into balance here. Not just, for some of you, this could be. This could be illegal, something legally, contract, um, hopefully by Saturday. We don't mess around with contracts while Mercury is playing around up in the sky, right? When he's hop skipping backwards, right? So actually, if Sadie from Yen Reiki Light, she got for her daily card, for her daily message was the Justice card today. So here it is coming out, definitely showing itself here. So, and we've got the magician, everything's in balance, everything's in, harmonious. You get to, move forward clearly with everything that you need, all your elements, all your skill sets, all in place. Being able to create something that's more magical than what it's been, but the universe is coming in here and really balancing the scales. We are transcending an old timeline here, Spirit saying. And so, like I said earlier, with how the experiences we've had in the past, how have they colored our perception of the way things are in our lives, right? We're gonna have our eyes opened up. If you not already, things are going to be like right in front of our face. Full disclosure, cannot not see it. Yeah, the universe is definitely putting things in order here, making things right, setting the record straight. I'm hearing, I like that. Talk to me about the Knight of, yeah, see, Nine of Cups. There's that Nine of Cups. We have the Three and the Six of Cups. It's for our overall best good. It lightens the load. It opens up avenues for more joy, more fulfillment. Talk to me about the Knight of Swords here. Just gonna dip into it a little bit. This anger, resentment, the old stories we're telling ourselves. Just want a little bit on that, because it's going to be different for everybody. Maybe it's in conjunction with your relationship with money, and what it means to you to be incarnated here, to have to deal with that. Maybe it's in relationship. It's, like I said, it's going to be different, but it's certainly clearing out. Yes, it's going to be different for everyone. Now there's a new idea. Now they're, with the truth sitting right next to this, universe is handing us two opportunities to enlighten ourselves. How you have a conversation and you say, enlighten me. But you don't want to say that, of course, when you're still sitting in that anger. Instead, it's more like, all right, yes, this is how I'm feeling, but I'd like to hear your side of the story now. What happened? How do you see this? Help me see it the way that you see it. it really we're being offered opportunities to cool our jets before we go ahead and approach another. But I also want to say it is not the opportunity to brush what you're feeling under the carpet, right? This is about sitting fully in your emotions. I've been talking about that here and there on the daily angel messages. You know, sitting fully in the emotions, no matter what it is. Could feel like shit. Could feel like the most jubilant energy you've ever felt, right? But whatever it is, sit in it and fully feel it. Finally facing it. And that's when you can give it the attention that it needs. You can see it clearly, maybe even see where it came from, and then you can start sweeping up, cleaning up, moving forward. But yeah, just be careful. There could be some energies that with this new moon that might kind of trip your trigger a little bit. Could make you go from 0 to 60 really fast. But you're the magician. You have got the self-mastery, hopefully by now. And if you don't, that's okay. Just use this as a learning experience, you know. Take a look at the experience, and then it's also probably going to be an opportunity to look back at other experiences that you've had where you either responded the same way or reacted the same way. Spirit is correcting me here. Reacted the same way. Or this could be an opportunity to show you how much you've grown, how you've evolved and transcended a lot of the egos. So use it however it's coming through for you. Either way, you're working toward this 9 of Cups, right? I gotta be honest, I don't have a great deal else I feel I need to clarify. I mean, it feels really fully expressed here. Yeah, let's take a look at the Justice. So we've got the King of Wands here. Many of us taking back our power. You know, if you don't have a decree to, recite, ask me. I mean, I don't have them close at hand, but, ones that to take back your power, maybe I'll post one in the, my community post. And I've mentioned before in other videos, I love Lee Harris music. He has a short little 6-minute music video about I call back my power. It's so fun, it's so uplifting, and just to watch him, first of all, is just a true joy. So taking back the power. Actually, the truth is like, she wields the sword of truth here, and we've got the sword of truth, here, the Ace of Swords. So there's something about that liberation I'm feeling again, whatever this truth is, clearing the air with somebody. Could be somebody you might not have seen for a really long time. Like I said, somebody could be coming back, so you can, see something clearly. Maybe they're coming back to stay. Maybe they're just coming back so this energy can be cleared out, so both of you can move forward without having to carry it. Right? Traveling lightly, unloading some baggage. Talk to me about the Justice. What else do you want to say here? Oh! Hey, where'd you go? Come here. Hangman. Getting a better picture. Seeing something clearly. Which allows us to receive the energetic and the cosmic justice when we can call back our power. And like I said, there are going to be some of you that will, this is going to be a legal issue. But I kind of want to feel like on that legal issue aspect, might not be the time to move forward. It might just be the time to gather the information, gather the truth. Make sure you're seeing things and hearing things and knowing things correctly. Remember, our past experiences can really color how we see something clearly, right? Because let's be honest, you know, we've had past experiences that weren't even ours, where we held on to a belief because somebody else believed it. A lot of that's clearing up here too. I do want to take one little gander. Here we go again with that word. Gander at the Six of Cups. Somebody coming back from the past. I do have here to do a twin flame reading, so we'll see if this is going to segue into that. Wow, look at this. Oh, I love that so much. The star with the Nine of Swords and the Two of Swords. Whatever is coming back, whether it's a person coming back, whether it's an old wound coming back to the surface, an old thought, something, whatever it was, you weren't seeing it clearly. It was causing you more damage by either stubbornly choosing not to see it, choosing to believe what I believe, and that's it. This is about being a little more flexible, number one, but it's coming in for a purpose. It's coming in to heal. Like I said, if this is a person, this person could just be coming in to heal it, could be coming in physically, could be coming in through a dream. So, you know, pay attention to those. And if you do, write, you know, if you remember, write that down so you can, you know, look back at the healing that's occurred here. But its purpose is to heal your perception, I'm hearing your misguided truth. I don't mean to keep saying your. I mean, I know I do that in a lot of my videos. I put myself right into this reading with y'all, okay? I do not exclude myself at all with any of this. And I have been getting into the habit of actually going back and rewatching some of my own videos because I'm channeling when I'm here. And it's different when I can watch myself speak to myself with the messages, right? So I'm not excluding me. So this is, I love this is just all about, not just, I mean, it can be big for some of you, it could be minor, but either way, its purpose is for healing. Its purpose is to show us a new perspective. Its purpose is to return us into our full power, into our, you know, return our birthright to us. That's not sitting right with me, so there's another way that I want to say it, but I'm that's just how it's coming through right now, and I'm going to leave it. But there's something more that I want to say there. I just don't know how to say it. So just a couple more tarot before I go to the final. Well, I guess those two are, they got stuck in my hand. So we do have, it could be a divine counterpart coming in, a very powerful, dynamic duo here is what I'm hearing. Queen of Wands, King of Wands. But yeah, taking back your full power, fully standing in your feminine energy, fully, you know, grounded and rooted in your masculine energy, trusting your intuition, knowing when to take action, trusting, you know, your emotions, you know, your inner masculine, trusting its inner feminines, you know, with the emotions, inner feminine, trusting the masculine for safety and security. It's balance. And here we've got the balance, right? We've got full, there's another word I want to use, but I'm not getting it clearly. So I'm going to say power. It's not quite the word I want to say, but there you have it. Definitely taking back power. And look at what else we've got. We've got a third ace on this table. This new moon in Gemini is offering us some beautiful opportunities here to see the truth, to clear the air, to speak our truth, to liberate ourselves, stand in our power. Oh, I'm hearing open up the pathway for new projects. So maybe that's where that Three of Pentacles comes in as well. New projects, working on something new, and then you get the idea. And then you can implement it with the Ace of Pentacles when the cosmic energies say it's in alignment, right? Remember, Mercury is going to be going retrograde this month, so it might have to wait until after the post-shadow period ends, which is, hold please. Oh gosh, it's after that. It's August, yes. It's August 7th. August 7th is when the post-shadow period ends for this Mercury retrograde. So we've got most of the summer, but hold on to it. Just enjoy your summer. Enjoy your winter, wherever you're living. But look at the opportunities. The one opportunity is the Ace of Cups that is not on the table. So I'm kind of curious. Are you curious? I want to know where that is and maybe what energy is protecting it, or maybe delaying it. I don't know. We'll see what wants to be said here. Hang on, is it the last card? Nope. Should check that first all the time. There. Oh no, that's not it. All right. Oh, it's perfect. It's so I can't make this shit up. So we've got the past, the Five of Cups, the old hurts, the old memories of the hurts, right? There's the Ace of Cups, Six of Cups, something returning to be cleared, to be poured out of you so you can refill that cup with something joyful and beautiful, something healed. Temperance and the Three of Swords, healing the hurts. That's why the Ace of Cups isn't here yet, because right now, right in this moment, this now time with this new moon in Gemini, we're still healing. We're still healing the hurts. I love that so much. Still healing the hurts. That's okay, but we're transcending the old stories of the past. The past is done. It's over. It was said to me and just a few days ago, and I was like, "Wow, that is more true than I thought it was when I heard it." I'm seeing that with my twin, with my daughter, with my mom who's passed on. It's just like the old. It's done. It's finished. We have Guru Ram Das, miraculous moment. Harmony surrounds you. Expect miracles. Ooh, I love that. Absolutely. It is a magical time that we're in. I'm hearing expect the unexpected. That's Uranus coming through speaking. Where is Uranus? I'm sorry, I know I'm keeping going here. Uranus is in Gemini, which is squaring the nodes tomorrow. On the 12th, squaring the lunar nodes, pushes us, oh my gosh. So this is cosmic ordering. This is cosmic blessings. This is cosmically divine. Divinely orchestrated. It says, I wrote down, Uranus and Gemini squaring the lunar nodes pushes us to break rigid routines and embrace new chapters. A lot of those routines are how we were speaking, how we were thinking, the stories we were telling ourselves. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. That one does not want to come out. Let's get one more, Spirit. Final message for the collective. That's way a lot. That's way a lot. I just saw 44:33 on the timer. Woo! Hello. Ooh, hello. We got two. Love it. Kuan Yin, enlightened action. Choose compassion. Move forward with grace. Once this truth hits and it gets cleared, man, like I said, you get to move forward uh, clearly, lightly, with compassion. And remember what I said early in the beginning, it's about softening. You know, this is not how we want to, if we're feeling this anger, this resentment, this hatred, I mean, look at that face. That's what I'm focused on right now. It's not soft and fuzzy and, yes, please come talk to me kind of thing. This is like someone's going to back away from this very quickly. You want to come in with a soft heart. You want to come in with an open heart so you can hear the other side of the story. Really listen to what is being said and listen to what's not being said too. All right? But this will save you a hell of a lot of needing to go back and repeat some karmic lessons, right? So Commander Ashtar, that is why I've got like my galactic decks here. I was wondering who was going to come out. Commander Ashtar, leadership activation, time to evolve, trust in your ability to guide others. Yeah, that's beautiful. I feel like, yeah, I don't know if he's ever come out in a reading, but I've had him for my own self, but not here on the channel, I'm not sure. But yeah, there you go. This could even open up the doorways for you to use your experiences to help others, you know, like I do here. That's what Spirit tells me is, you know, oftentimes I will go through something prior to doing a video or prior to having a reading with doing a reading with someone. That way I can honestly express that I felt I can relate to them. I don't often have to express it, but I can relate to them. I can make them, whoever's on the receiving end, feel maybe hopefully more comfortable and in trusting that I'm just not like. It's like going to someone who's only. It's like going to a doctor who. I'll give you an example. So I have an ostomy. I work with a specific ostomy medical supply company, right? Everyone that works at that company has an ostomy of one form or another. So when somebody calls, or there's you know they offer other types of things, but when somebody calls, maybe for the first time, they can be connected with somebody who can actually resonate with what they may be going through because they've dealt with it before in some form or fashion. So that's what I'm getting at. You know, sharing your experiences. The right people will find you. We had the Three of Cups and the Three of Pentacles. The right people will find you so you can share your experiences and maybe, you know, teach. Maybe you're going to be teaching. I don't know. But yeah, there you have it, ladies and gents. I don't know if there's any gents here, but welcome if you're here. Thank you. Oh, I gotta say, you know what? Thank you to my new subscribers. You have warmed me to the cockles of my heart here. If that came out right. I am so pleased that you're here. I hope and I pray that you find what you're looking for here with my content. I'm just tickled pink. Really, truly. Thank you so much. Been swirling around one specific number, and then I don't pay attention to the subscriber number as much as I did in the beginning, but I've noticed a little uptick, and I've seen a little uptick in my YouTube studio. So to all of you, old or new, doesn't matter. Thank you for being here. I love you, and I'm on this journey with you, so if I can certainly help shed some light on your own light, help you find your own light, reach out to me. My email is in the description box if you're interested in a personal reading. Have a beautiful day. Have a beautiful new moon in Gemini. Get ready because things are going to start acting or get a little more active as we move forward through the next few months. So I'll talk to you soon. Bye.